From mogul to inmate, the whisper is finally a scream. All right, pull up a chair and listen close. In this industry, the real stories aren't the ones you see on the red carpet. They're the ones you hear in hushed tones in the back of the studio. They're whispers, and for decades, the loudest whisper of all has been about one man, Sean Diddy Combs. We all saw the empire, the awards, the endless success, but the streets were talking about something else, something darker happening behind the velvet ropes. Now the whispers are over, and the truth has been spoken in a courtroom. Let's talk about the fall of one of hip-hop's last untouchable kings, the rise and the inevitable fall. For what felt like an eternity, Diddy was more than a man. He was a brand. He was the architect of Bad Boy Records, the guy who turned music into a billion-dollar empire built on champagne wishes and chart-topping dreams. He told us he can't stop, won't stop, and we believed him. But power is a heavy crown, and the whispers said his was tainted. For years, insiders spoke of a hidden world of control, of late-night parties that went too far, and of dark rooms where the price of fame was steeper than anyone knew. They were just rumors then, easily dismissed as jealousy. But now we know. Where there's that much smoke, a fire has been burning for a long, long time. The trial that exposed it all. The trial was everything the whispers promised and more. It was a Hollywood blockbuster played out in a real-life courtroom. We saw celebrity witnesses take the stand and watched as lawyers peeled back the layers of Diddy's carefully crafted image. The prosecution painted a grim picture, alleging that his famous parties weren't just parties, they were calculated freak-off sessions, designed to exploit and dominate using his immense fame as a weapon. His defense team fired back, claiming he was a target, a powerful man being taken down by wild headlines and relationships spun out of control. When the verdict came, it wasn't the life sentence some expected. He was acquitted on the major racketeering charges, but the jury found him guilty on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. The king wasn't executed, but he was officially dethroned. Sentencing day, facing the music. October 3rd, 2025. The courtroom was a circus. Cameras flashed, the world was watching, and Diddy, the man who always seemed in control, stood before the judge looking broken. He was emotional, even tearful, as he apologized to his family and his fans. "My actions were wrong," he said. "I let power consume me." Prosecutors weren't buying it. They called him a master manipulator and demanded more than 11 years behind bars. His lawyers begged for time served. But the judge landed somewhere in the middle. 50 months. That's 4 years and 2 months in federal prison, plus a hefty fine. With time served and good behavior, he might be out in 3 years. But for a man who lived in a palace, even a single day in a cell is a life sentence. The aftermath and the cracks in the walls. The verdict echoed across social media. Some screamed that justice was finally served. Others cried foul, calling it another setup to bring a powerful black man down. But beyond the noise, the whispers have started again, and they're saying this is far from over. Sources close to the case say more investigations are coming, that there are more names hidden in sealed documents. One insider put it perfectly: the empire ain't falling in a day, but the cracks are showing. His legal team is already planning an appeal, but while they fight in court, the court of public opinion is rethinking everything. Cassie, his former partner, called it a step toward accountability, and other voices from his past are finally feeling brave enough to speak. So here's the final whisper for today. This is the end of an era. The journey from a private jet to a prison jumpsuit is a short one when the truth comes out. The man who built Bad Boy is now behind bars, facing a reality that no amount of money can change. The whispers have finally become a roar. What do you think about the sentence? Was justice served? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned, because the whispers are only getting louder.